Monday, chest day. That is what today is. So I'm excited that I'm at 30 weeks post-injury. If you've been following along, you'll see, or you would know that I had an unfortunate chest tear on March 17th, 2025. So today marks 30 weeks post-injury and nearly 7 months. So I'm going to do chest today. I'm going to film and see how much progress I've made since the injury. So far, I've been getting pretty strong, getting stronger, but still not where I want to be, still not where I know my strength levels are. So I'm going to document it, film today in my gym, and of course, it looks like there's a lot of people here on a Monday. I've noticed that Fridays are pretty dead, but Mondays, I guess Tuesdays, and maybe Wednesdays are pretty packed. I mean, I'm coming here a little earlier than I usually come here, so that's probably something else to take into consideration. But yes, I do realize Fridays are a lot more dead. But pulling up, I'm gonna get in, get warmed up, get my camera set up, and then it will be chest and triceps. Actually, I need to go over here. This is where I usually like to park. So there's this cable machine that I like to use, a standing cable machine, but I saw a seated one here, so I want to try to check it out and see how it is and see how that feels seated. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do the 5 on the pin. This will be the first working set right after, I think, 9 warm-up sets. 1, 2, 3. Yes. All right, zoom in a little bit. All right, second working set of 3. Like I said, I did a decent warm up before off camera, I guess I should say. 1. Actually, I'm gonna make that a little bit more heavier. Just a tad bit heavier. 1, 2, 3. 4. Nice. 8. Don't really have to go too heavy on triceps. Just get that push down. So before I do chest, I like to warm up my triceps, which warms up my elbows and my wrist a little bit. This will be the last set of 3. 1, 2, 3. So for years, I would do chest first, warm up with the bar, do chest, and then do triceps. But then I started to do triceps first. I felt my pressing was better because my elbows were more warmed up. So drop it down. All right, let's see how that turned out. Let's put the second one on. All right, warmed up over here a little bit. Just do a little bit more. Do some pressing, just warm up before. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13. All right. Second set. I just want to use this for the most part just to kind of get a feel of how the injury has healed or not. So, one. Actually, you know what? Let me try to step up the weight a little bit. Step it up. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, I can still feel a little soreness. I mean, not really soreness, but just like deconditioning. I like to use this as a warm up. I usually stand and do this, but I want to try this when I'm seated, just to kind of get a feel of how it feels to, hit this while I'm pretty much seated. All right, so I did one off of camera, but I'm gonna do this one as a fourth kind of warm up set. So I guess you'll see 3, but I actually did 4. Try to get that warm up. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, and 8, 9. All right, probably finish with this, see how much I can press. This is what I've been using for strength after I stretch with the cables and, of course, warm up with the triceps. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. All right, step this weight up. I really can't wait until I get this MRI to see where I stand. I don't know. It's confusing. I don't know if what I'm feeling is just deconditioning or if what I'm feeling is me, risking tearing something else. But definitely 100%. I'm sure, there's some scar tissue and, um, it's going to have to break off over time. But, for right now, I can't really tell what it is. If it's just, I've seen a video, a doctor that I watched, he said that the ligament can take up to a year to fully, I guess, get strength. It can be healed, but the strength won't be there. So, I feel it's healed because I don't feel any pain, no sharp pains or anything like anything's torn how it did initially, but I can tell the strength is still not there. So I don't want to risk it, press too hard when the strength is not there, and then I end up tearing it again. I would lose my mind. So it's like everything's erased. All of my actual hard work is erased. So I'm praying to God I could get an MRI soon just to see where I stand. All right. That was like the first set. You could say I'm going to be doing a few more. All right, let's zoom in a little bit. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. What I'm going to do is just keep the camera rolling to show the real rest in between. So you can see, or I can see, my actual rest, my real rest sessions in between are time, or the amount of time that I'm resting in between sets. So I'll leave the camera rolling. Hopefully the shot is good enough. It looked like it was from when I just checked it out. But now I'm up to 40 on both sides. Super light for me, but I got to keep easing back into pressing heavy. All right, you know what? I want to make sure. Let me just do it first. So 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And keep the reps low so I can step up the weight. I'm keeping my elbows tucked in also, which is something new that I'm going to be doing. So now stepping it up to 50. I'm trying to keep my elbows tucked in instead of flaring out as much how I did before, which is probably another easy way I tore the muscle on top of not being recovered, not being fully hydrated, not being fully fed, and rushing my actual warm up the day I toured. So I know every variable that went into getting this torn. So I'm trying to avoid that happening again. So right now, let's just see what happens as far as my progress. Let me check this real fast. All right, step it up to 60 now. Now that I know that the camera shot is good and I'm not just wasting my time filming and I'm not in frame or in focus. So I think the most that I pressed on this was 90 some weeks ago. Let's see if I can try to at least do one of those today. But let me just build back up to it. Gotta keep my actual volume down on chest so I can heal fast. One, two, three, four, and I'll do one more. Five. Feels fairly strong, but I don't want to just shoot off the line. And I feel some weird sharp pain, so now I'm at 70. Just see how many of those I can do. Probably won't do that much, but just want to slowly, very slowly press up. I want to very slowly press from this pretty much stationary position or dead position that I'm at when I'm here, and then keep my elbows tucked in from flaring. Let me go on this side so you can see it better. What I was doing before was having my elbows more flared out. Now I'm trying to tuck them in to prevent, which is what you should be doing on incline, pulling your elbows in. It's all optional. Some people like their elbows flared out. I won't be doing that anymore. I think that's what I was doing my whole life. And now I'll be tucking them in more to protect the actual ligament. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm trying my best to keep it healthy and keep it growing. So see how this feels with this 70. I'm not feeling super fatigued, but kind of fatigued, meaning the actual muscle. So let me just keep going and slowly push this up to see how it feels. I think before I was doing something like this to start off. That's what I was doing. That's what I was doing weeks ago. I was assisting myself up. One, two, probably could have did another one, but I got to get over that. Not necessarily a fear, but just that unknown mindset of not knowing where I am as far as the health. Is it fully healed? Is it solid? Is it still slightly not built back up to its full thickness? So I don't want to have too much weight on it when it's not fully back to its full thickness as far as being fully back. So I don't know. It's been 7 months, but once again, I heard this doctor say it could take a year. So I don't want to mess around with it. I mean, a year will be March of 2026. So yeah, I mean, I may just be done right there and stop it at that. All right, we are rolling. So just like that, chest is over. Monday in the record books. So another chest day down, and I mean, I feel I'm definitely stronger, but I just want to make sure before I keep pressing too intensely that I'm fully healed. So I'm just taking it easy when it comes to chest pressing. So, but you know, it's 30 weeks post injury and almost 7 months. Today's the 13th. The injury happened on the 17th, so I can just go ahead and say this is 7 months post injury. So I'm sure I'm probably a lot more stronger than I think, but I don't want to take a chance. I want to just slowly ease back into it. I'm around the corner right now from the gym. I had to get a better spot. Someone was near me. I didn't want that in my background. So, but overall, that's what happened. If you have an injury like how I had, a chest injury, you got to make sure you really ease back into everything. You can't just rush. You got to ease back into it as slow as possible. So to make sure you don't re-injure yourself, re-tear something, because that setback would be incredible. So that's going to be it for this video. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you have that bell clicked on so you can receive all post notifications. And I'll see you in the next one.